Good morning, guys. Good morning again, guys, and welcome to a day in my life as a quarantine entrepreneur. My name is Feyisola, and I'm going to be showing you what I normally do every day as I'm quarantined, all right? And how I keep my juices flowing, keep my productivity up, all of that. So, like I said earlier, it's 7 a.m. That's usually when I get up. It just makes me feel good to be up, have some time to breathe, to think, pray, all that stuff before I hop into anything too serious or productive, right? So I'm going to be showing you what that looks like, and I can't wait to have you guys walk along this journey with me. Guys, so something else I like to do is plan out my day. Just whatever it is I'm trying to get done for the day. And really, I already keep a running to-do list, but I just pull a few items from my long to-do list and of things that I'm going to do today. And I like to split them up into three categories. One is what I'm going to do before lunch. The second is what I'm going to do after lunch. And the third is what I'm going to do in the evening. Now, sometimes I only have one thing before lunch or maybe like just one thing in the evening, but that just helps me to pace myself and make sure that I'm actually making progress throughout the day. So, time to make a to-do list. Okay, guys, so now it's time for me to finally leave my bedroom. So just stay tuned. You get to see a little bit more of what I'm doing with my day as I actually get started. All right, guys, so the time has come for me to leave my room, and it's time for me to do my morning workout, which is one of my favorite parts of the day, so you can follow along actually. But it's one of my favorite parts of the day because I get to focus just on myself and on my wellness and on my breathing and on my biceps or lack of biceps, but whatever. I get to focus on that too. And I really just get to just focus on my body for a little bit, and it helps you to clear your mind, gets the juices flowing, and of course the blood flowing for the day. So I definitely recommend doing this. I try to work out every other day. Sometimes I'll work out back to back, but for the most part, every other day. It's a good schedule for me to help me stay consistent, but also get a good workout in. So you get to follow me along today with my workout. So I generally use Daily Burn. This is who I work out with. This is my crew on the TV. But I've actually been using them for 5 years, and they're really good. I love the fact that they always add new programs. So that's what I'm using. And today I'm doing a 360 workout, which is a 30-minute workout that works your entire body. And 30 minutes is perfect when you're busy. So I'm all for it. So stay tuned for the workout. The struggle is real, y'all. I'm over here trying to get this work. As you could probably tell, I'm sorry, there was nothing easy about that. So just because you're home doesn't mean you can't work out. So information is in the description of who I use to work out. Again, they're called Daily Burn. All right. See you in the next frame. All right, so if you couldn't tell, I'm in my kitchen. It's time to have a little bit of breakfast, and after a workout like that, I like to stick with something that is high in protein. Keeping it pretty simple, just a couple of eggs, King's Hawaiian bread, because who doesn't love that? And pistachios, in case I'm still a little hungry after that. Okay guys, it's time to get clean. See you on the other side. And now for the hardest part of the day. What do I wear? I literally have no idea at all. Maybe this. I could keep it dainty in a nice bright dress. No. Okay, maybe I'll keep it casual and denim, right? And my sunshades. But there's no sun inside, and I'm not going outside. So this is a no. Canceled. Not wearing this. I think we've got a winner. Back to pajamas. Can't go wrong in pajamas all day, right? Nice and comfortable. Yeah, this is it. Guys, we finally made it to my desk where you can meet me for my pens and stuff. Yeah, this is where I work. Got my laptop, got all my essentials. I've got lotion, which is important, just in case I get ashy. Tissues, I've got my sticky notes. I actually have branded sticky notes to help me stay on track with my to-do list. And then of course I have calls. So usually at this point in the day, in the later part of the morning, I am making phone calls. Right now, of course, I'm in the midst of rescheduling a lot of weddings, talking to venues, and believe it or not, we're even booking for events for next year. So I'm spend this time, reaching out to venues and reaching out to other vendors. Some people are, a little delayed, or they need multiple times to be reached out to because there's a lot that they're managing. So I use this time just to follow up on requests, mostly through phone calls and sometimes through emails as well, in the morning before I head off to lunch. The afternoon, it's finally time to eat and to have some lunch, and I'm super excited today because I made some jollof rice the other day and I'm reheating some of that to eat today. All right, guys, so now it's the afternoon. I've had lunch. I'm feeling very refreshed. But at this point, I usually like to spend the afternoons doing things for my business. So there's a difference between doing things for my clients and doing things for my business. So I define doing things for my business as brainstorming, coming up with plans, things that are really going to move my business forward. So I try to do things like updating my blog posts, maybe even adding new pages to my website, and the biggest one, of course, is brainstorming and just doing research. So here, I've already started researching and just coming up with ideas for the next few social media posts I'm going to have pretty much for the next week and things like that. So I try to think ahead so I'm not scrambling to figure things out at the last second, and that's really what I use my afternoons for. So for today, I am, like I said, I started mapping out some social media ideas for the next upcoming week, and I also am working on editing YouTube videos. So that's something else that I definitely do during this time. For business this year. Perfect. Hi guys. Welcome back to my office. As you can see, it's a little bit darker. It's the evening time. And usually around this time in the evening, I have consultations. So either I meet with clients about their weddings. I also meet with prospective clients who are interested, who want to learn more about planning weddings, either late in the year, in the winter, or in 2021. So today I have a meeting with both. My first meeting is with a prospective client who is getting married next year and is interested in hiring statuesque events. So we're having our meet and greet just to talk with her and her fiance. And right after that, I have a meeting with an existing client, and we're going to be talking about design plans and also about, just potential risks for her wedding in the fall. It's in the fall, so we're hoping we'll be able to hold it, but we're just going to talk through some logistics and some changes. Also during this time, sometimes I do also have coaching calls, so I'll have coaching clients as well. And the reason that I have my calls in the evening is that my clients work from 9 to 5. So, around this time is what's most convenient for them. And truthfully, I don't mind it either, just having a couple of meetings before I go off to church meetings or later on. So I don't mind. So I generally have my calendar open from 5 to 7. Sometimes I have it open even until 9 if I don't have any church commitments or family commitments. So that's when I have my meetings. So welcome, and you get to watch along while I meet. It sounds like you've already started and you have some vendors in mind that you'd like to work with, and I think that's awesome. Well, I'm glad this was helpful.
Yeah, it really was. Okay, great. And we'll let you know if we have any questions or...
The hair to be stretched. Everybody's hair has to be clean. Like there's no washing. So sorry. No, I've
furloughed. So please just let us know what we can do to help, and we will be here to support you.
Okay guys, evening is here. It's time for me to make my dinner, figure out what I'm gonna eat for the night. And today I've decided that I want chili. I know that's not quite a meal, but whatever. I'm eating chili and chips. And yeah, that's just what I feel like having. So, gotta go back to the kitchen. So at this point in the night, I usually kick back and watch a little bit of television. Now, the funny thing is that pre-quarantine, I barely watched any TV. But these days, I'm like, relax a little, enjoy some TV. So I've been binge watching a show called Skinny Girl in Transit. It's based in Nigeria, which is where I'm from, and it is hilarious, okay? So I'm just gonna watch a couple episodes of this before I go to bed, just to unwind. So one more thing that I usually like to do is read something other than the Bible, just something to give me a little bit more knowledge. Funny thing is, I've had this book for over 10 years. Someone gave it to me as a gift, and I just never read it. I don't really know why. I've always just kind of gone through my own reading list, but this is pretty good. I can already tell it's going to be a good book, Primal Leadership. And yeah, it's a New York Times bestseller. It's by the Harvard Business School Press. So I'm hoping that this turns out to be a good read. So that's the book of the week, and I'm going one chapter a day. And I'm also going to start ordering my next set of books. Okay, guys, so I'm ready to call it a night. It's been an interesting day, but that gives you an idea of what I typically do each day to keep myself occupied and sane in the midst of all of this. But yeah, it's time for me to call it a night and head to bed. So do me a favor. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. If there are other types of videos you'd like to see, leave them in the comments. And of course, please make sure you subscribe before you go. All right. Thanks so much for watching this video. And as usual, I'll have more for you every single Thursday.